Have you ever had someone say something kind to you, like, you look radiant today, or you're really good at what you do, and your first reaction is to brush it off? You downplay it, you joke, you say, you're just being nice. Why is it so hard to simply say thank you and let it just land there? Today, we're going to talk about why receiving compliments can feel so uncomfortable and how that ties into a deeper kind of burnout that so many women carry silently. We've often talked about burnout like it's just physical, like being tired from overwork. But there's a more quieter, more emotional form of burnout. It's the burnout that comes from overgiving and under receiving. And one of the most overlooked signs of this is how we react when someone gives us a compliment, even if it's just a kind word. If you've spent your life being a caretaker, the reliable one, the strong one, then chances are you've also learned to feel uncomfortable when the energy flows towards you. Because somewhere along the way, you got the message that it's easier to give than to receive. That being seen or celebrated or acknowledged makes you vulnerable or selfish or too much. Compliments, as small as they seem, can stir up all kinds of stories. Like, if they really knew me, they wouldn't say that. They're just being polite. Now I have to live up to this image. I don't want to make anyone else feel uncomfortable by standing out. Sound familiar? We've internalized the belief that our worth comes from doing, not from simply being. So when someone sees our light and reflects it back to us, our instinct is to hide it again. Here's the connection. When you can't receive love, support, praise, or kindness, you slowly burn out emotionally. You give and give and give, and yet you never feel filled. Burnout isn't just about what's being demanded of you, it's also about what you're not allowing in. And that includes the simplest things, like letting someone's kind words soften you. Each time you deflect a compliment, you're telling your nervous system, receiving is unsafe, being seen is dangerous. And that's exhausting. There was a time in my life when even the most heartfelt compliment made me uncomfortable. Some would say, Shabina, your words really helped me. And I'd immediately go into deflection, like, oh no, it was nothing, I read it somewhere, putting myself down. I've been putting accepting compliments gracefully into practice, but not too long ago, I faltered. Someone complimented me on a coat I was wearing, and before I could even blink, my mouth opened and the words flew out. Oh, this? I bought it on sale. Right then, I realized these old habits, conditioned habits, are hard to break. But I caught myself, I recovered, and quickly said, thank you. And you know what? That small moment mattered because awareness is where change begins. We don't have to be perfect at receiving, we just have to practice letting it in. So, what if we practice something different? What if the next time someone gave you a compliment, you just took a small breath in and simply said, thank you? You don't have to fully believe it right away. You don't have to explain it or prove it. Just receive it like a small gift you're learning to feel safe with. This isn't about ego, it's about healing that part of you that never got to receive without strings attached. When you struggle to receive, you live in survival mode. When you learn to receive, you begin to heal. So, next time someone says, "You're beautiful," or "You did a great job," let it land, let it matter, because you don't need to earn love. You don't need to deflect kindness to be humble. And you don't have to stay burnt out to be worthy. If this resonated with you, drop a heart in the comments and let me know. Is it hard for you to receive compliments? And if you haven't already subscribed, I invite you to do so that we can continue imperfectly unfolding together. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to take appreciation from people. From my heart to yours, have a wonderful and beautiful day.